Early morning here in Beijing. I'm just walking through the metro. It's a brand new section of the metro and it's very clean, spotless, and it's like anything in the Beijing metro. It's really spotless, up to date, and the metros run on time, they're very safe, and a number of other things. But the reason why I'm discussing this and why I'm walking through this way, I'm heading somewhere, but I wanted to open up a conversation about something that I watched the other day which I couldn't believe happened in the New York subway, and it left me with a question. So here's the thing for you. I really didn't want to be the kind of guy that would say here's homeless people in the US and here's no homeless people or a few homeless people here in China and here's the difference, because I want to understand and respect everyone, and homelessness is actually just a couple of bad decisions away from anyone, and I know more than anyone around that because I've almost been there. So it's arrogant of us to really show homeless and then compare. I just think it's just not a good thing, to be honest. So I really wanted to avoid that. Now I have compared America, New York, subways and so on, because I think it needs to be shown that there is investment in China, and China has came so far and some of the infrastructure is just outstanding. Now, my point is, I saw a video the other day and it just blew my mind in the fact that it sums up everything that I'm seeing in America, and in particular in some of the infrastructure and some of the social ills that are driving real conflict and unhappiness. I'm going to show you the video and then I'm just going to end this small talk because I really just couldn't believe that it was real. And the video takes place in a New York subway, which incidentally I've been on a number of times, and it's not a pleasant subway to be on. And this is the Beijing Metro and it's very nice. But I was on YouTube looking at some things, Twitter or so, and I saw this video. And the video was of a heavy-set homeless guy, who looks like a homeless guy, stealing something from a family. It looks like he's snatched it from the baby's pram, and then he's running. And then, unbelievably, a guy dressed in a Spider-Man costume swings off the top of a train, or jumps off the top of a train, acts all Spider-Man-like, and then chases the guy who stole the item from the baby's pram and tries to stop him, and the guy gets away and he's running up the stairs and he's pulling back at his trousers, and his trousers, which were already torn, start to get torn, and you can see his bare behind. And it's just mind-blowing. And it left me with one question: do the people in New York actually really understand how bad their metro system is? And do people in New York and in America in general, do you really understand what's happening elsewhere in the world with advancement around infrastructure and social care and supporting people's health, well-being? I'm not just talking about the select few, I'm talking about in general social medical care and social benefits and so on. And I'm not saying anybody should get anything for nothing, but you do have a sort of responsibility to look after your communities and your poor, to be honest. And I think that's one of the things that really confuses me about America. The richest country in the world, the UK, apparently is one of the 5th, 6th largest economies in the world, and I just don't get it, I don't see it. But yeah, you've got that, but yet you've got such poverty, use of food banks, everything else, lack of investment. So I'm left with that question: do you really stop and think and realise exactly what's happening in your country, and then look outside and compare and think, actually, we're not being told the truth? And that's all I would say. So this video summed it up for me. It was like really, really awful video. And it just brought it back to me that things are not right in America, and it may be correct for a few or a select few, but the middle classes are crumbling under debt and cost of living. And there's just a lack of infrastructure, and yes, there's a lot of money now being pumped in printed $35 trillion worth of debt being pumped into infrastructure. I'm not sure what they'll get in value for money, to be honest. But where am I going with this conversation? I have no idea. All I can say is I'm left with that question. If you're in America and you're looking on YouTube and comparing, you should be asking yourself this question: what the hell is going on in our society? Because something's not right. It's very safe here in China. The infrastructure, as you saw me walk through a new section of the metro there that runs on time. The section is beautifully built. Metro line is constantly being expanded. It's very safe, very cheap. You can get across town for a quid, £1, $1, $1.50 or so. So there's a lot of things that you really need to start to question. That's all I'm going to say. But this is me, Ian, here in Beijing. As always, saying to you, take care, peace out, catch you in the next video. This is just a rambling talk.